My name is Rika Tachishi. I'm married to a man called Kosuke, and we've been living happily. But one day, Kosuke's mother broke her back. He then suggested his parents move in with us to make sure nothing goes wrong.
We're gonna have to move out of this apartment, but is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. But if we're gonna be living together, we should build a pretty big house.
A house?
Yeah, you know how your parents' house is pretty small, right? And we're also thinking about having kids in the future, so I also think we should build it close to where your parents are living now, since they're already a part of that community.
You might be right. I'll talk to them about it then.
Yeah, thanks. And so, 6 months later, we moved into a new house together. I can't believe we get to live in such a nice house.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
No worries, and if you need anything, just let us know, alright?
We'll be working during the day, but we'll do our best to assist you guys.
Thank you.
Both of Kosuke's parents were ecstatic when they saw the new house. But I didn't think things would make a turn for the worse so quickly. Hey Rika, why are you home so late? I'm sorry, it was a really busy day at work. I'll make dinner right away. We're living together because I hurt my back, but if you're working during the day, who's supposed to help me? I'm sorry, but I can't just quit my job, and I thought your back was better now. But you're supposed to care about your family. That's your job as Kosuke's wife. Besides, why did it take so long for us to move in together? It took 6 months. Why would it take that long? But we told you at the beginning that we were building the house from scratch. And if I remember correctly, you were happy to hear that. That's because Kosuke was the one that told us that he was building a new home for us. He's our son. Of course we'd be happy to hear him say that. Stop being so stupid. Anyway, you need to make dinner before those two get back. You don't do anything for the family, so this is the least you could do for us. Okay then. My mother-in-law doesn't want me to work during the day. You should stay in and take care of things around the house. And you need to listen to what I say. So quit your job and become a housewife. That way you can take care of me. But Kosuke is fine with me having a job. And he even appreciates me for bringing in money for the family. There's absolutely no reason I should quit my job. Kosuke is a very kind person, and he's the same way to his mother, but he does care about me a lot. So he lets me do whatever I want. I bet she doesn't really like that. I don't want to live in the same house as Kosuke's mom anymore. She always bullies me when we're alone. Why did I say yes when Kosuke asked me if we could move in with them? Kosuke's mom wasn't like this before. But that's partly because we barely go to visit them since we're super busy with work. That's probably why she thought I was stopping Kosuke from seeing her. She does love her son after all. Why were you late coming home from work again? You got home after Kosuke. What the hell were you doing? I'm sorry, it was another busy day at work. That's probably because you're so incompetent and inefficient. You should just quit your job, you know. You barely make anything compared to Kosuke's salary, so you quitting won't make a difference. Kosuke is smart and skilled, so unlike you, he makes a lot of money. So you should just quit your job right now. Do it! But that's not... I started to feel ill when I was being yelled at by my mother-in-law. So I went to the bathroom. I wasn't expecting this at all, but turns out I was pregnant.
You're pregnant? Oh my god, thank you. Thank you, Rika.
I wasn't expecting this, so it caught me off guard, but I'm really happy. I was getting worried because we've been trying to conceive for a while now.
So we finally get to see our grandchild, huh? That's great news. Make sure you take care for both you and your child, okay?
Yes, I'll try my best. Kosuke and his father were very happy when they heard the news, but Kosuke's mother wasn't. Are you really sure it's Kosuke's child? What are you talking about? Of course it's his! How would I know? You're always out during the day, so who knows what kind of people you've been around. But I heard you finally quit your job. Yeah, I've been feeling sick lately and it was distracting me from getting my work done. But when I give birth and things settle down, I'm thinking about going back to work. Going back to work? That's not necessary. You're gonna have a child, so you should focus on raising your kid. You don't need to work at all. That way you can take care of me too. But my boss said he really wants me back in the office as soon as possible. He's just saying that to be polite. They don't really need you, you know. You're expendable. And besides, I'm not taking care of your child, so you should stay home and do it. Don't worry, we've already found a nursery that's close by. A nursery? You know how much sending your kid to one cost? You should just stay home. That way we wouldn't even have to worry about it. But I'm done talking about this. You're gonna stay home and take care of things around the house. End of story. But anyway, now that you're here, you should get started with your chores. Don't think I'm just gonna let you slack off because you're pregnant. Okay. I don't want to spend any more time with this person. I need to find a way to get some alone time during the day, but I can't quite seem to figure out a way to get some time for myself. I wish she would just go out every once in a while. She never leaves the house. Does she not have any friends? Hey, why are you in bed? This house is a mess. You need to start cleaning. And I'm hungry. Make me something for lunch, would ya? And make it quick. Yes, ma'am. Ow! Wait, where do you think you're going? I'm sorry, but I'm getting a really bad headache. You don't get a free pass just because you're pregnant. I went through the same thing when I was your age and I was fine. Do I have to remind you that doing chores is your job now? If you don't want to do your job, you know where the front door is. Ow! The headache was getting worse, so I crawled into the bathroom to get away from my mother-in-law. Why the hell do I have to go through this? Should I just tell Kosuke and ask him if we can move out of here? But we just bought this house. Getting a divorce wasn't an option for me. Kosuke and I were doing well, and my father-in-law was a really nice person. It's just my mother-in-law that's the problem. I wish she didn't exist. I was basically crying every day. The stress was getting to me, and my mental health was deteriorating.
Rika, are you alright? You know my mom can help you out with the chores, right?
Thank you, but Rika will be fine. She's overreacting. She'll feel better if she sleeps it off. You don't have to worry about her that much.
But she's been looking really ill lately. Of course I'm worried about her. I appreciate everything you do for the family, but you can take a break now, you know?
Yeah, we don't want anything to happen to you with a child now, do we?
She's just doing chores. It's not a big deal. And besides, I went through the same thing and I was fine. So you just need to power through it, Rika.
Is that how it works? In any case, you really shouldn't push yourself too hard.
Thank you.
And could you help out with her in the chores as well? We would really appreciate it if someone could lend her a hand.
But I always do the chores when she can't. Besides, I've done most of the chores lately. She never helps me out with buying groceries and stuff. What? But I always go out to... I am the one who always buys the groceries, right?
Anyways, we don't want anything to happen, so I think you should hold off on driving for now. And please keep on supporting your mom.
I've never seen Kosuke's mom do anything around the house. And Kosuke and his father seem to think she's the one that's been doing all the chores. I'm getting stressed out just thinking about it. Hey, what was all that back there? What do you mean? You better not have told Kosuke the truth, and why you were pretending like I don't do anything around the house. You better not have told him that. I haven't told him anything. He was just worried about me is all. Why would he be worried about you? How does that make any sense? And besides, it's your fault for making it seem like I haven't done anything around the house. But isn't that the truth? No, it isn't. Mind you, I was doing everything around the house when you still had a job. You know how difficult that was for me. So she's really trying to say that I haven't done anything for the family? Huh? That was the straw that broke the camel's back. I've had enough. Well, do you tell that to yourself so you can sleep better at night? Because I don't remember you doing anything around the house. You just waited all day for me to come back so I could do the chores for you. I did everything from the laundry, vacuuming, cooking, everything. You bastard! You think you can talk to me like that? Whoa! My mother-in-law started aggressively walking towards me, and I lost my balance. I slipped and fell from the top of the stairs and hit my back. Ow!
Rika, what happened?
I was worried about my kid, so I went to the hospital immediately. The doctors told me that I've had a miscarriage. No way.
Why did you fall down the stairs?
I didn't do anything. She just fell on her own. You should have been more careful. I can't believe you would do this to us. We were looking forward to seeing our first grandchild.
Rika, why did this happen? I was really looking forward to having our kid too, you know.
I'm sorry. That's not going to bring our grandchild back. I'm sorry. All I could do was cry. I thought I could finally have my first child with Kosuke, but all that is out the window now. And Kosuke is blaming me for this too. Maybe I should leave this family. Hey, Kosuke.
I'm sorry about earlier.
What?
I wasn't thinking straight, and I shouldn't have said that to you. I'm sorry. All that matters to me is that you're okay. We can just try again sometime in the future, right? And maybe we should just move our room onto the first floor just to be safe.
Kosuke still cared about me. Then there's only one thing that's left for me to do. Kosuke, your mother doesn't like me, and I don't want her around the house anymore. And I want them to repay us for the money it took to build the house.
Wait, what are you talking about? What do you mean my mom doesn't like you? And return the money? You have to explain this to me.
And so I told him about everything that had happened between his mother and me. At first, he didn't believe me. But the story became more believable as I continued to tell it, and how his mom had treated me back at the hospital was enough to convince him that I was telling him the truth.
You're right, there's no way that you would have just fallen down for the top of the stairs by yourself. I'm sorry, Rika. I should have noticed this.
No, thanks for believing me, and sorry for not telling you sooner.
No, I'm so mad at myself right now. I thought the reason you were so stressed out all the time was because you were just pregnant. I didn't think my mom was the reason you were balding.
Wait, I'm balding?
Yeah, at the top of your head, there's like a bald spot there.
I can't believe it. I didn't think I'd start balding so early.
But we can get you too far away from each other so that you don't go more bald. I'll talk to them about this.
Yeah, thanks. And so we went to the living room to talk with Kosuke's parents.
I have something that I need to talk to you guys about, okay?
What is it? You guys look serious.
Are they finally getting a divorce? Yes! I'll have to do the chores now, but my son will finally be freed from that witch.
Mom, you keep on bullying Rika, so we're gonna have to ask you to move out of here. And you're also paying us back the money it took us to build this house.
What are you talking about?
You were bullying Rika?
No, of course I wasn't. Why would you? It wasn't you, was it? Rika, you're a witch. You killed our grandchild and you're spreading these lies about me.
You're the witch. You've caused so much pain and suffering for my wife. And you've been like this since we moved in with you, right?
I haven't bullied anyone. Rika is lying to you. I'm telling the truth, and I have the evidence right here. So I pulled out my phone in front of everyone. Why are you still in your bed? You need to get up and start doing chores. You don't deserve Kosuke, you know. I wish you two would just get a divorce already.
What the hell is this?
You have to delete this now. Now! Stop resting. When I was pregnant, I was strong enough to power through it. You can leave this family if you don't want to stay, you know.
So you really were bullying her, huh?
Why would you do this? I set up a secret camera just in case. I didn't think it would become useful so soon, but we argued like this before I fell off the stairs, too. And I slipped when she started approaching me aggressively. No, you just fell on your own!
Shut up, I can't believe you. Rika lost her child because of you. I'm so sorry about all this, Rika. I had no idea she was doing this to you. I don't know what else to say right now.
Well, you don't have to apologize. And besides, you guys were away with work while she was bullying me. It's not your fault for not noticing.
So we know everything now, and we can't just let you stay here anymore. You need to leave. We built this house because you said you wanted to live with us after you broke your back, so you're gonna have to pay Rika back for the construction fees.
What? Why do I have to repay her? You're the one that built this place, right?
This house belongs to Rika. There's no way I could have built this whole thing with my salary, and I've been saving up money for the future.
I've always dreamed of living in a big house, so I've been saving up money since I was in college. And I also make more than your son. What? I thought you were a cashier or something. I never said that, did I? I actually work at MoniRobo Corporations. I'm a saleswoman there. What? I thought I told you that my boss wanted me back as soon as possible. That's 'cause my clients are pretty big, so no one knows how to handle them. That's why they really need me back.
Rika is a really talented saleswoman, you know, and she's good friends with the CEO of my company, too. She was super happy to hear that we were having a child. I'll bet she's gonna be really sad when she heard that we had a miscarriage.
I didn't know that. And you're friends with the CEO of my son's company?
He said he wanted to give us a gift to congratulate us on having our first child, but...
Oh, I feel so bad. I guess we're gonna have to tell him about the miscarriage soon then. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were making so much money. And I didn't think you were the one that bought this place, but that's incredible. I'm super proud of you. I'm so glad to have you as my daughter.
Have some shame.
You've been bullying Rika all this time.
But that's all in the past now. We're going to be good friends now, right? So don't make me leave. Please, I don't know where I would go. I'm sorry, but no. I don't want to see your face around here ever again. And no, we can't be friends. If you're not going to do as we say, we're going to have to start a lawsuit against you. We're going to come for everything you have. That's not fair. Honey, you have to tell them to stop. Don't just sit there and watch. It isn't fair.
I had no idea you were treating our daughter so terribly, so I don't know how I can apologize to her. But the best thing I can do for her right now is to make sure that she feels safe in this house, and also to make sure that you pay her back. Anyway, I want a divorce with you, so I'm gonna bring the divorce papers here, so you better get ready to sign it.
Wait, why do we have to get a divorce? This doesn't make any sense.
I can't be married to you anymore. Do you know how difficult it's been to live with you for all these years? You never do any of the chores, all you ever do is complain. I can't even begin to imagine what you put your daughter through.
What the hell are you talking about? But the chores are her job. I did your mother's chores when we were living together.
Stop lying! You haven't done a single thing for my mother ever. You always refused to see her, and on the rare occasion that you did, you always completely ignored her. Man, I should have gotten a divorce with you way earlier!
Why would you say that?
I'm just pointing out the obvious, and I know our neighbors and your friends all despise you. You never care about what other people feel. The only reason I ever stayed with you up until now is because I pitied you. I felt bad because I knew that if I had left you, you had have nowhere to go. And now I'm done with you. I can't deal with you anymore. What you've done is more than enough to warrant a divorce. And you should seek damages from her, Rika. She's the reason you had a miscarriage. You shouldn't show her any mercy.
Yeah, we definitely should, you're right.
Well, if you say so. What? There's no way I could pay that, though. Do you know how much this house costs? I can't pay that in full.
But you brought this upon yourself, didn't you? You better start looking for a new job now then.
Kosuke's mother cried and begged, but there was no way I was going to forgive her. So I kicked her out, and she had to get a divorce with her husband. Afterwards, she got a job at a factory and a room in an old apartment building. But she quickly fell ill due to her old age, and she was put in a retirement home by her family. I don't want her to cause much trouble for others. This way we can keep track of where she is and what she's doing. But she got the flu in there, and she was in bed for a straight week. I can't do this anymore. But I bet the flu is a lot better than having a miscarriage. And after she recovered, she started causing trouble for other people around her again. But the other day, I heard a funny story. A kendo master lives in the same retirement home as your mother, and he always makes sure no one is causing any trouble in the retirement home. And now he has his eyes on her. And she's being shunned by all of the other tenants. If you'd like, we can move her to another home, but... And my husband replied,
No, it's good that my mother is finally learning that her actions have consequences. Please tell your tenants to keep on bullying her.
Man, I'm so glad I married this man. He's perfect. By the way, my father-in-law offered to pay me back for the construction fees and the damages because his ex-wife was bankrupt. But I couldn't take his handouts and decline his generous offer. He did say that all of her money was going to be passed down to me when she died, though. I'm so glad my father-in-law was a kind and sensible person. Our family is down to 3 numbers now, but soon we'll be welcoming a new member. Hopefully things go better this time and we have a healthy baby.